right? So not every constituency are going to need as much as the other one. So I think equity should guide it and not fairness. People love the word fair because everybody get an equal part, but equity is better. Equity in division is better than fairness. Sometimes fairness is not as good as we think it is. But it is still one of the greatest programs that any government has undertaken in the history of Jamaica. A brand new, well-constructed, concrete, 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom house. And that is why when I say it, I say, you have you done it, you're foreign, you don't want none. That's the lie. You're foreign, done it, you don't want none. But don't worry, done it. When we're done, when Andrew done, we are going to tackle homelessness in America. Just give you a little chance. Yeah. When we're done with Jamaica, we are going to move it overseas. Right. When we're done with Jamaica, we are going to move the project overseas and tackle homelessness in England too. Right. But it is still one of the greatest programs that any government has ever launched, have ever undertaken. The Prime Minister in 2016 told us it will be from poverty to prosperity. Now, that journey continues. And I am sure if you ask almost those 400 persons that have been given brand new houses under this government, if there has been moved from poverty to prosperity, they will tell you yes. Ask any of those 400 persons. All right, good. This is your second request. I take it you really want to come up. Ask any of those persons if they have been moved from poverty to prosperity, and they will tell you.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Chuck?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Why me can't hear what Chuck?
Because your background noisy.
Oh. Boy, trust me, me dey on the work still, I'm not stay too long, but
Oh, that's why, man. Your background noisy, man. May I listen, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I tell you, Paul Llewellyn, boy, me happy the court, overrule the judgment of the lower court, man.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm happy to talk to you. Your background
Yeah.
really bad, my boss.
Eh?
Your background really noisy.
Yeah. I should be on the work still. Me not stay long, but boy, me have to come, So boy,
Yeah,
me happy for the judgment,
Yeah, man. It's a good judgment, man. Justice.
Yeah, man. Justice.
Justice win today, sir.
Justice. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now we are welcome around bigger up. But you can
Yeah,
try to
man.
more when your background cool down still,
Yeah, that really a Christmas present.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
That good.
So,
It from day one, we knew that the lower court did error in that decision.
politics law court in a play.
Politics said in a
Politics.
play. Very, very so.
Politics. So alright, let me look at 2 times. You can't keep me out of your box.
All right, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Respect
Yeah.
the past, too. Thanks for this.
Every time, man. Every time, Chuck. Every time.
So as I said, it is still the best program any government has ever come up with. No government never come with anything close to the Hope Post program. Now you have the Hope Post and you have the indigent houses. That are two programs running together to benefit the less fortunate. I cannot remember, not even in a Michael Manley time, a housing program. This one. Yes, Paul Stewart.
Wagwan.
I'm there.
I want to say something briefly about the parallel on the government victory. We have say a parallel, but it's really the government victory because the government employ the state employ parallel, and I think it's appropriate.
The government that took it to the appeal.
Yeah, exactly. So I really it's a victory for the government, for the state, because state employers and the state, the business of the state, that the ruling made by the by the lower court, have flaws, and the appeal court sort of correct them flaws. I think the lower court interpretation that was never before it, right? And so that the ruling is consistent with natural justice, a kind of way. But people are trying to spin it, people for political reasons. Because most of the attack me see against Parliament, a lot of
It's
political
political.
reasons.
But Paul, listen,
Yeah,
I said it earlier. Can
Yeah.
you think back, as far as you can remember? Have you ever seen the office of the director of public prosecution being brought on the political campaign before?
No, sir. But they're on the earth for quite a while now.
Quite a while. I have never heard these institutions being brought into the political fray. Sure about that.
I ask why. You have to ask the question why them are come against her like this. You can't. But it's good sensible the the appeal court rule, and I think that's the end of it.
That should be the end of it.
Yeah, man, that should be a more important thing that we discuss going forward. The government, the party are going to win the next election. They have to focus on the next 6 months from now. Further convince the people of them importance and of them policies. Whatever do. So I think we need to spend a lot of time with this done and dusted, and that's the next one.
Done and dusted. They are moving on to the next one. Let's just thanks for the part. Yeah, man. So Paul is right. It's a victory for the government. The government score one. The government bring home the one. So for all of the person that was telling you about trying to bring down Malahu Fort, your apology is not accepted. Right? But back to the housing, I was saying this Hope House and indigent housing project, I can think of no PMP government that has ever came to anything even remotely close to this one. Right? These houses are not cheap houses being built up. And that's why a couple of months ago when an American YouTuber came to Jamaica and built some boardhouse, and you had comrades on social media saying, oh, them boardhouse are better than where Andrew do. It's only a comrade. We sit here and tell us a boardhouse better than concrete house. That is comrade mentality. Comrade tell us that 6,000 better than 15. Comrade tell us a hungry belly better than Sunday dinner. The comrade mentality is not a normal one. It's something you have to study to get a full understanding of how them think. Yes, so an American YouTuber came to Jamaica and built mostly 30 houses. The Prime Minister of Jamaica built 300. The American YouTuber built boardhouse. They didn't even have toilet on it.
So another item of breaking news, me people. This is statuette lady that killed that 9-year-old has now been sentenced to life imprisonment. Yes, the judge has sentenced her to 27 years behind bars.
But Nathaniel, man, we can't call this just this week.
Yeah, man.
This is just this week.
Yes, this week is just this week, me people.
Right. Thank you, one breaking news, General. Because it.
Yeah, man, this week is just this week, as well you say, Chuck. It's what Friday and Justice Friday, you know?
Yeah, man, Justice Friday, we call it, Nathaniel. Justice Friday. So there you have it, sir. The woman with the strong little 9-year-old because the man did left her.
As can't to her, she said the man give her AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they know for life imprisonment, you know?
There you go. Hold on. Let me give a message to Reedy. There you go, sir. Justice in Jamaica. So tomorrow now you can put it up on your platform and say, see, there's somebody in Jamaica get sentenced, you know? Since you always find the bad things then to put up on your background, Reedy. Put up that one here for me, please. May I look for it tomorrow. Yeah, yes, Omar, Jump is withdrawing the statement, but after them do the damage, Omar. So that's why I don't accept them withdrawal. I think there are still a pile of junker. I think Miss Calder is the worst junker of them all because they knew exactly what they were doing. So the fact they're coming out about they are withdrawing or they are changing because no, she helped to mislead people. She sat on platform with Radic and them and rather than set the record straight, she sat there and lied because she's a damn liar. So me no, I don't accept no explanation from them. Why Sandra, some ideas them burn off a little confused when me have it. Right. But me I gonna go back to my housing now. Yes. So the Hope House and the indigent housing is two of the best programs any government has launched. The PMP like to campaign and tell you that they are the party for the poor. Let me tell you this, my fellow Jamaicans. The PMP is not now, never was, and will never be a party for no. Not now, they never was, and they will never be a party that represent no poor in Jamaica. Their history doesn't tell you this. They're a populist government that rather than lead the country in a way that will benefit future generation and present, they would rather be popular and destroy the country than help its citizens. The great Michael Manley, and the PMP didn't like when you call his name. Michael Manley was the #1 destroyer of Jamaica. Michael never loved no poor. The people that support him are too blind to see. A party that was built for the poor, by the poor, was the Jamaica Labour Party. The Jamaica Labour Party was founded out of the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union. And that is the difference between the two parties. One was founded out of the trade union movement, while one of them fined some trade union. The Jamaica Labour Party from day one has always been about the poor. That is why one of the first representative and the first ticket was a man named Isaac Barron, a barefoot truck driver, truck sideman, sorry, a barefoot sideman on a truck, represented the Jamaica Labour Party. The People's National Party was so much invested in the upper echelons of Jamaica at the time that they could not find enough representative to fill all the ballots. The PMP was never for the poor. The first general election, because the PMP was a Papanaris party, them could not find enough representative of that caliber to fill out the ballot. While the Jamaica Labour Party put one like a barefoot sideman pan a truck, pan a ballot. The Jamaica Labour Party is the party that in its first term in self-governing Jamaica started to repair the basic school in Jamaica and move the little Jamaican pick them from under tree to in a classroom. The PMP was never for the poor. It was the Jamaica Labour Party first government in 1944 that says equal pay for women in the public sector. The PMP has never and will never for the poor. I don't know if you wanted to come up right back, but your background noisy, you know, so let me know if you want to stay. So the background noise, put that back down. Yes. Oh, wait, Brother P? Brother P?
Yes, brother.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Brother P. Sorry, Brother P. Send me back a request. I see you wanted to say something. Yes, the PMP was never for the poor. Michael Manley came. Michael Manley wanted to be popular. Michael Manley wanted to lead the anti-imperialist movement in the world. That statue was more dear to him than that of being Prime Minister of Jamaica. So he made decisions that will benefit a few, but not Jamaica. Go ahead, Brother P. What does it say?
Yeah, when they say state, we pertain to Miss Calder and all that. The thing about it is that the agency will them report to at the end of the year to show where Jamaica stand in the corruption and all that. I think we should write those people and request that they know really. We can't afford for those type of statement because you see those persons are political. Those civil society groups, I think we should write some letters to those agency. And I don't right now I don't think them gonna make a really what you call, a truthful statement towards that agency to determine where in the world we fall in corruption and what have you. You understand? So I think we should make a note of that. Like all them Juliet Calder and all them NIA people and what have you. Those two agencies we get the money from.
Action and all them people. I don't think they'd make a fair representation of Jamaica when it comes time to get them annual.
I think we should write to those agencies we guide them and pay them to really, because those agencies should be an independent agency, not aligned to no political parties. You understand? It should be.
It is a money making venture for them, They get millions of US dollars from the European Union every year, Say we are fighting corruption in Jamaica, That's what them get it.
But they have proven over the last few months that they themselves, as they call civil society, they have no integrity at all.
None whatsoever.
They have proven to us that them themselves now have no integrity. You understand? And we basically in the wider world, we see them for who they are. You understand? And them can't talk to us again because you find out say they're proven to be political and hypocritical. You understand?
The one that I am sad for and the one I feel the most for is Jamaica for justice.
Yeah, because when a lady like that can come out and make a statement like that, say 3 trillion is missing, and then now she come now after she already spread the propaganda and it gone to those illiterate people minds, and you think you can tell it's very hard to retract those statements. You see, once it go into the public, it's very hard to retract it.
Very hard.
You understand? Very hard. And they know what they are doing. They don't know what they're doing. They know what they are doing. The whole of them just make up. I think after this thing here, I think the government, even the opposition leader and the governor general, I think we need to really look over these agencies, and we need to make sure that there should be a law govern those persons. If you find in a position that you compromise and you're being political and taking side and you understand, taking a one side, I think you should be locked up and be charged for it, because those should be independent bodies protecting the integrity of the country, and they have proven to us that they themselves now have no integrity.
I wish it was as easy as that.
My brother,
these are part of our democracy, right? And as much as we don't like them,
no matter if we don't like them, they have proven to us that they're not credible and they don't have the integrity. And no matter if we don't like them.
It's not the organization themselves, because we do need organization. It's just the personnel that are unable to move politics out of their operation. So it's not the agency as such, the personnel that are running them now, right? So as I said before, brother, I don't want people to take the stand that we don't want people to question the government. I welcome
exactly. They're there to guide the government and make sure they're in the right standing. So we need them, and
They are
Yeah,
more
go ahead, I'm listening.
political than anything else. Go ahead.
Exactly, exactly. They have proven to us that they're more political, more than stand for prudency. Because if thing about it is that I don't know, my brother. Them just proven to us that them basically them there's no credible. I don't know, my brother. I'm tell you honestly, really sad. And it's not only them alone, you know, the media themselves to proven to be. Me no know. Then just one sided. You understand what I mean? And it's really sad for know so we country going down that road. Nobody have Jamaica interest at heart again, just party. You understand? And it's not a matter of true you're labor right or you're not PMP. We have to put Jamaica first. You understand? You have a time, you understand? And we have to stand up for justice and stand up for principles and all them. You understand what I mean, brother?
Exactly, I agree 100%.
We have to stand up for principle. And these people have proven to us, my brother, that them have no integrity. I'm telling you the honest truth. And it's really sad. And you come out and spray those propaganda and they gone out in the public and now you come to retracting it. It's very, no matter if you tell a person a million and apologize a million times, you see, once it gone out there, it's very hard to really
You see, the
delete it.
problem with her, she put out this report almost a month. Almost a month now, and they would have heard what them call the wrong interpretation of their report. And it took you nearly a month to come out and say, well, maybe we shouldn't use that word there. Because your intention was to cast a cloud over Jamaica. And you have successfully done that.
Exactly, because and you see you see where the PMP them right pan from there them right pan the narrative of the $3 trillion that is missing. Oh yeah, we come up with those type of stuff. Not even the money when we NIR come up to 3 trillion and it's about 3 trillion missing. You know what is 3 trillion? That's almost 3 budget cycle. These people is crazy, man.
That's why we urge people all the way. That's one thing with myself and the other Labour Party bloggers. We urge people, read for yourself. Get your own understanding. Don't make people, don't because you hear talk say something you run with it. That's true. But check. Talk my type. Right? And that is HR goal, bring it up yourself. And that is what we encourage. Always get your own information. Get your own facts. Read.
Exactly.
And you hear a report come out, don't make nobody interrupt you. Read it for yourself.
Read it for yourself, exactly. I you know me like with the Jamaica Labour Party bloggers, they are coming with facts. They're not coming with no opinions. You understand? And that's the reason why we have to always have a second device when we are challenge all these you Blair and this. The next one name you Blair and you one next liar one name you Richards and all them liar and Sydney. And you one next one boy named Dr. Cole. They are liar and generals.
Dr. Cole is a doctor of liology. Dr. Cole is
I
a...
really
Listen to me. Dr. Cole is a Dr. Cole is a dunce and a liologist. That's where he get his doctorate in. Dr. Cole always read the Costa report. And one day me challenge him, Mr. Spell the Costa, and I didn't talk about the Costa report again.
You know me like with it too, he's a good teacher. Me admire you. Me admire Chopper. Me admire Kizzy. Me admire some mystery. We have some. We really have some good bloggers, especially you.
Another item of breaking news. A while ago, the OUR has released its findings in the place, robbing the public with those we call them again, those bills that they call them bill again.
The estimated bills.
The bill and said that JPS is correct in issuing those bills. And the reason being is because of the high fuel rate. How did OUR come to that conclusion when JPS collect actually $50 million from government? Eh? How come?
Well, as we say, the JPS saga, Nathaniel, it has come to a blow in 2 years' time. With Darrell Vaz at the wheel. right? Something needs to be done and something will be done, right? So don't worry. Leave it up to Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz will take care of it. 2 years' time, the monopoly contract is up for review. And review it will. Because one thing with the Jamaica Labour Party, we don't collect agency fees. The Jamaica Labour Party does not collect agency fees. So that 2 year will be quite interested.
Breaking news from Nationwide Radio. 10:25 10:25 a.m. on this Friday, December 20, 2024. Some breaking news to report to you. And the breaking news item is this. The government has won its appeal seeking to reinstate Paul Llewellyn as Director of Public Prosecutions. The Court of Appeal reversed the Constitutional Court's ruling, striking down the government's second extension of Llewellyn's term in office. The appellate judges determined that the lower court judges fell into error on several significant grounds. The ruling was delivered.
Welcome back, Paula. Welcome back, Paula. Well, as me say, something will be done about them, man. But now, I say, the 2027, their contract.
Okay, Uncle Chuck, Top Shatter is back.
Top Shatter is back.
People are shitting their pants and all, Chuck.
Hold on, let me see what. Come here, Petal. Hold on, Petal. Let me hear that one day. Don't go, Petal. Let me hear what you ask. Of course, it's only NNN. I've been looking on Gleaner's website to say them are going to put up anything about the story. Come on, eh? Come on, you check their website, you know. Mr. Gleaner even have a faded interest in it, you know. And they don't have none. Mr. Vice, bless up yourself. Right? I don't expect Gleaner to run because Gleaner will not do anything to offend the PNP.
Chuck,
Gleaner will not
Chuck.
do anything. Yes.
So from morning, then they on live and them a go on more unjust statutory declaration, $3 trillion, this and that. Miss them touch little bit from Paula only when labor rights ask them. But nobody not talk about the Dennis Garden issue. So me go me right now one of the chat and say me want next topic. Me want to hear about Dennis Garden. You know, don't say Gary Moses say, I must go friend with that. Only Nationwide reported it. So I say, yeah, you're right. Because a Nationwide first it come out and report about Joel and Sylvia. Now Nationwide I do that work.
See, Petal, as I said yesterday, for me peace of mind, I will no longer have any conversation with those people. My mental health, I have to take my mental health serious right now. So when I turn on this camera, I will be speaking of my government and my government alone. I am confident that my government has done the work, are doing the work, and will continue to do the work. Right? I was saying earlier that I cannot remember any social project by the PNP that can remotely come close to the Hope and Indigent House project of this government. None. A couple months ago, as I say, an American YouTuber came to Jamaica and built some 30 boardhouse. And comrades on social media is telling you that the 30 boardhouse is better than the 300 concrete house by Andrew Bill. That is comrade mindset for you. Comrades tell you say boardhouse, we don't have no toilet on it. Yes, boys, DJ Pat a good house, you know. Boy, when you look at the ones around the constituency, those are they are mind changers, they are mindset changers. 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom, townhouse style, yeah, get apartment style living. play area for the kids, areas for gathering. One Jamaica Labour Party. Yes, let me get back to my original beat. As I was saying, the DNA at the PMP can tell you that they were never ever for the poor of this country. Michael Manley, the only leader with them can call upon, did come and say, all right, here what we say now. We are going to make education free up to university. Yes, he did that. But the question that well-thinking person should ask is, at the time, who could have gone to university? Only the rich. Coming out of independence, Edwin Allen had just started out the building out of our educational infrastructure. The largest build out to this day. Over 200 schools under construction at once. Because while the PMP, just like now, the PMP lack vision. So just like how now they will sit and tell you that the hospital don't have no bed. But they never built a hospital in their time. Just like now, when they tell them back then they would tell you say enough poor people picking in school. But they did not have the vision to say it's not that enough poor people in school. We don't have enough schools. The slave master, Mark Golden ancestors never leave us with no whole heap of school. Mark Golden ancestors did not leave Jamaica with a lot of school, so we have to build them out for ourselves. It started under Edwin Allen and the Jamaica Labour Party in 1967. Over 200 schools. Some of them was completed after the 1972 election. Michael Manley said education free up to university. But that was a gift to his rich friends. It wasn't for poor Jamaicans. If it was for poor Jamaicans, then Hugh Richards would have had a university degree. We are going to give the people the money to go farm. But you never make sure, say, it was farmers that give the money. Because for you, it was more about being popular than anything else. Then you look around the room and you decide, say, oh, these initiatives that were started under the Labour Party look so good, so I will claim them. You claim land lease program. It was never a PMP program. Hold on. Let me make Chopper. Let me make my brother Chopper explain this part of it to you. When we say them look around and they saw a lot of program that looks good. So let's claim it and call it our own. I hope nobody will be brave enough to look back and challenge it.
I was going to bring back the stuff that was done by the Martin at around the police authority. It is a part of the stuff that says we link them with land lease. And what that really says is that the whole land lease idea would have been something initiated and implemented by the PhD. So such thing is the first land lease program implemented under Edward Tiaga. The first land lease was in Hanover, where Edward Tiaga purchased some 6,000 acres of sugar land and 80,000 people. That's where the land lease started. And what year was that? That was in 1967. It was called it, a matter of fact, it's in the archives, because I'm not making the story up. The program was developed in 1969 and it was originally called the Land Utilization Act. It was trying to put that in. So when the PNP after the when equal pay for women, it was a United Nations initiative where several countries were mandated to implement and to bring women up after the war. So we have to, it was started under the JLP. So, we have to look at it and these kind of so many initiatives with the JLP would do. But the festival song, for example, remember that they were the ones who changed the festival song to popular song. Remember they changed Jam Pro to Jamaica Trade and Invest? Remember they actually changed.
Yes, that is all with the politics back then.
We
came into power, see something, one chairman, so it changed the name and the look. So, yes, there is definitely that.
Okay, an important part of it is that we keep them with the pioneer core, remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
But the pioneer core, but it never the pioneer core. The pioneer core was an initiative came under the national volunteer program. That's the other thing,
Oh,
the youth service, that was the original deal. And they said, it's Jamal, which one I started out on yesterday, and I said, that Jamal, when we can agree that the word Jamal, or the acronym, was a PhD acronym. But if we go back to Jamal, the whole literacy program started way back. It started under Edwin Allen.
the literacy program.
Yes, man.
Teaching people to
Yes, it started way back. It was the adult literacy program.
See, let me break this up for a second. And I say it again, and I will say it again and again and again. The People's National Party was never for the poor. The Jamaica Labour Party is the party that always look out for the poor in Jamaica. The lifelong learning initiative started by Edwin Allen was about teaching the adult population to read and write. As we say, Mark Golding ancestors left us virtually in darkness. So when they came in, they look around the room and decided to claim some initiative that already started and decide to put their name on it and hope that nobody is smart enough to look at it and question them. And for a very long time, nobody did. Because to be honest, from 1974, 75 until now, Jamaica Labour Party supporters was afraid of this song. But like I say, in their attempt to tear down Anjo, them buck up on a different breed of Labourite who know the truth and afraid to talk the truth. So now we are saying publicly the People's National Party was never for the poor of this country. Mark Golding said it himself when he said him and in Tapanar, his friend them, want to run the country. That is what he said. Back to Chapa John.
Changed it to adult literacy board in 52, and then they changed it subsequently to Jamal in 54.
masters of political community. Yes, they were very good at it. But as I listen to the song,
part of the song, you know, that is very profound, you know. The part that says no bastard not there again. Right?
For thousands of people.
Yes, but Jamaicans on a whole, I believe that 90% of Jamaicans believe that that particular initiative was implemented by the DNP. It's not so. The bastard was passed before that.
Before the administration of 72, it what they're putting on the table. Some of the comments listening could call us to see. Check that for me, Christine.
And this was part of most of us. Part of the amazing fact that the law passed by Senate and the Parliament in 1969, they reserved the right to protest. Yes, that's it. Only leader that is the bastard of the
Yes. Yes. So when was the Labour Party there to push back against that?
The Labour Party was never noticed to me. You know, the Labour Party must be credit to social media and the change in the political landscape. It was the Labour Party of the 1960s and 70s. They would not be as popular as they are today.
No bastard, no there again. No bastard, no there again. Then put it in the song, but as me say, the PMP was never ever for the poor of this country. The PMP was never for the poor of Jamaica. They don't have a track record of being for the poor. And that is easily proven. If we do research, we can find that all of these initiatives have Labour Party DNAs in them. Labour Party DNA. It was Labour Party that pushed for the education of the masses. It was Labour Party that pushed for inclusion, that says no bastard, you can't call your pick me bastard. It was Labour Party that pushed for literacy of our adult population. The PNP never was, is not now, or never will be. In fact, the present leader tell us already that it will be him and his Tapanaris friend them. Tapanaris. Anybody can Google what the term Tapanaris mean? You never hear one Jamaica Labour Party leader talk about Tapanaris friend. So anytime you don't hear them in the argument, not afraid to challenge them. PMP is not for no poor of this country. PMP has led to the creation of more poverty in this country. I don't want to say more than slavery, so I will hold my tongue. PJ Patterson as Prime Minister, when he stood at the end of the 90s. As Prime Minister, he said a new set of poor was created in Jamaica. Here, PJ Patterson, when he stand up and look at Jamaica after the 90s, he said a new set of poor was created. So it puzzles me when me hear somebody like Lisa Hanna come out and say during the 90s, the PMP reduced poverty. It puzzles me when I hear that, because guess what? I know different. Because I know different, I can challenge that notion when I hear it. Never a time in this country where the PMP ever run, where at the end of it, Jamaica is better off. But the members will come, their social media bloggers will come and tell you all this and all that. If when Michael said go university free, it was for poor people, then all of the little old one them, the Hugh Richards, the Hugh Blair, all of them would have them degree. But that was an initiative for his poor, his rich friend. When Michael created, I don't want to say created, because the first government-assisted housing program in Jamaica was done by the Jamaica Labour Party. But as they do normally, when they rename it the National Housing Trust, it was set up to buy some houses that Michael rich friend Bill and couldn't sell. So he set up a government way to buy them. They called it the housing trust. It was never made to benefit the poor. Michael rich friend, Mr. Matalan, built some houses, could not get them sell. So he created a way for the government to buy them from him. So he created the National Housing Trust, took taxpayers' money and buy the house from him friend. It was never designed to help poor people. We can dissect the DNA of the PMP and tell you with 100% certainty they were never for the poor. The Edward Siaga government created the food stamp program for the elderly and lactating mothers. For those of you who don't know, lactating means breastfed. For the elderly and lactating mothers, a program created by Edward Siaga which specifically target the needy, the elderly, people who leave work and on a local pension be dependent. Those were it. And for the lactating mother who needs some assistance, the People's National Party, for political expediency, changed that program, call it PART, and pay people to sit down and not do nothing.
That is it. Another item of breaking news again with peeps. I don't know if you guys remember the ambulance, the elderly that man that was drove in the ambulance that had an heart attack, where the young man have saved the driver of that ambulance. That young man is now given a job as a driver for ambulance.
All right, Nathaniel, keep them coming. Keep
Yes,
them
that
coming.
young man is now rewarded with driving a ambulance.
Ambulance.
Yes.
All right, sir. Keep them coming, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
So, as I say, where was I? Lose my train. But as I say, if we dissect the DNA of the People's National Party, the People's National Party in Jamaica has not done anything to alleviate poverty. What they have done is encourage it. What they have done is encourage it. Or the NHT, I was at the NHT, yes. So as I was saying, the NHT was never created for the poor people in Jamaica. Don't make PMP fool you know. Michael Man, the rich brethren, Mr. Matalan, I don't remember which one of the generation them, built some house and they couldn't get nobody to buy them. So he went to his friend and his friend created that initiative that will take taxpayers' money and buy the house them for him, to bail him out. Just like how them bail out them friend who didn't own out of many. That's the one. All right, thank you, Pata. Just like how them bail out them friend who didn't own out of many and buy one piece of rock stone. Where social media bloggers are going to tell you say own four times the way they did it. Tell them to show the proof. Never for the poor. Now make them nobody fool on. Every initiatives in this country to benefit the poor and to alleviate poverty and to rescue people from poverty have its DNA with the Jamaica Labour Party. Every initiatives in this country. And right now, we have the Hope Host program. That is a fully labor right program. Now, I don't think it was Mayor, it was before him. A couple generations of them, bloom. Right? Every initiative. Mr. Senior. Mr. Senior. Mr. Senior, background kind of nice and he not hear me. That's the name, Petal. All right. Every initiatives in this country. Andrew Wallace announced and Wallace running the Hope House project, Desmond running the Indigent House project, and the Jamaica 62 Trust Fund, which is another game changer in Jamaica. It is the Jamaica Labour Party government that is on its way to introducing unemployment insurance in Jamaica. All of those who travel to America, live in America, know what is unemployment insurance. It's the Jamaica Labour Party government of Andrew Holness that is on its way to introducing unemployment insurance. The PNP no have its DNA in nothing. Mary said, well, as me say, you have to be wary of the PNP mindset. 300 house is 300 more than there was. So maybe for him, but tell him to go talk to those 300 beneficiaries and see if them think it's nothing. Who is this? Pamela and Auntie T. I don't know if you two press the request button by accident. Let me know. If he thinks 300 house is nothing, chaps, tell him to go talk to the 300 beneficiaries and see if them agree. And if we were to do the maths, 300 house, 4 people per house, yes. Then we go talk to the 1,200 people who benefit from it. The Jamaica Labour Party under Bruce Golding started after the Operation Pride dilemma. And we're not getting into Operation Pride. But the Jamaica Labour Party under Bruce Golding started the low-income housing project through the NHT. The Jamaica Labour Party was constructing the house at a construction cost of $4 million and would in turn sell them for $4.5 million because they were low income for the benefit of the poorer class. Construction cost $4 million, sale price $4.5. When the PMP won and took over the project, the construction cost all of a sudden ballooned from $4 million to $7.5 million. Let me repeat that. The construction cost moved from $4 million to $7.5 million. And the sale price moved from $4.5 million to $11 million. PMP no care nothing about poor in this country. When Bustamante conceptualized the NIS tax to give people a little pension in them old years, the PMP cussed him and called him wicked. And say a sin he might bring upon the people them. When Andrew Holness said, I will move the income tax threshold from 500,000 to 1.5 million, PMP cussed him, said, can't do. Every initiative to benefit the poor, the PMP has been against it. And then them come. That's so, yes. Yes, Raf. A little known thing that I didn't mention is that in 2016, when the Jamaica Labour Party took office, the National Housing Corporation was a broke institution. It held a debt to the NH of nearly $50 million. It was through the initiatives of this government why they were able to clear that. Thank you, Rascalic. Thank you. It was through the initiative of this government why they were able to save it. When I tell you guys that the PMP don't give a wink about poor people, is because I know. I know. And I want you all to do some good research. I have done it. I have lived it. I know the political history of Jamaica. And when I speak about the political history of Jamaica, I do it with confidence because I was there. I lived through majority of it. I lived through both government. I don't just sit down and listen to what people say. I learn for myself. I know the facts. And that is why when I come here and I turn on this phone and I say live, I try to give information. And I try to debunk misinformation that is out there. You're right, Sean. The PMP is indeed the weapon that is formed against Jamaica, but it shall never prosper. Thanks to a different breed of labor right that has taken up the fight. And I am proud to play my part in that fight. Proud labor right. You have all the people go around on social media who tell every day, say, boy, I'm neutral, I'm neutral, I'm neutral. And when you start a conversation with them, you find out that they are undercover PMP. Bad girl Barbie. I don't know if you send me that. Bad Barbie, you send me a request by accident. Let me know if you really want to contribute. Right? The People's National Party. We can't afford it, Edward. We cannot afford it. 25% of our GDP lost in the 70s. 40% lost in the 90s. There's no telling the damage that Marky G and his Tapanaris friend them will do the next time around. Right? But my good people, I must thank you all for listening to me another day. I have to run again, but we'll do it again. Chops Media. Hold on. I just see Chops popping. Let me say me can invite Chops to come and have a little chat fast. Can we just play Chops Debunking the song, you know, so when let me say if Chops have a minute before me sign off. Let me say if Chops have a minute before me sign off. Chops, what you say? You have a minute? All right, look at Chops to have a minute. So, my people, we are going to do it again tomorrow. As usual, we're there every day, passing out the information.